Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday, December 2nd. So in this video, I am taking you with me to the zoo because I've had a lot of free time recently. I'm still looking for full-time work and applying to jobs, but during this time, I've actually been doing a lot of things that one, I've never had time for, and two, have always wanted to do. And this is one of those things I've always wanted to do, which is go to the zoo and draw the animals there. So in school for animation, I learned that a lot of the animators, when they were working on movies dealing with animals, they would go to the zoos and they would sketch the animals to learn how they move, how they interact with each other. They would learn as much as they could so that they would take that knowledge and then bring it back to their movies. Now, I don't know if animation studios still do this, but it is something I have always wanted to do since college. So let's go sketch some animals. Yeah. I've always wanted. I'm gonna draw, just waiting for the penguins to come by. So I realized in the last video I didn't introduce myself. I'm Shelby. I am a creative person in and out. I sew, I sketch, I do graphic design, I paint. I've done almost anything and everything that involves something being creative. Welcome to the channel. This is gonna be kind of a little bit of everything. I don't really know what I want to focus on, but also I'm always like, why focus on one thing when you can do everything? If you've seen my videos in the past, welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome. Make sure you hit the like video, subscribe so that you can stay up to date on all the adventures I do. I do a lot of things from crafting to thrifting to sketching. So this is definitely something different, something I've always wanted to do, just never had the time. Now that I have the time, I'm definitely taking advantage of it. I think this one likes to be on camera. It truly has been such a long time since I have been to the Houston Zoo. I honestly cannot remember the last time I was here. It's especially special during the Christmas season with all the lights and decorations. Of course, I am here during the day, so I don't get to see all the lights lit up. But at night, during the separate event time, you can walk around the zoo, see the lights all lit, drink hot cocoa, and take some really fun pictures at all of those certain decorated points. My next stop after drawing the penguins was to see the tigers and the cattle. Watching this video back, I could really see how much I was struggling with getting started. As a digital artist, I do spend most, if not all of my time sketching and drawing on my iPad, so coming back to pencil and paper was a little intimidating. Once I got into the groove of things, my muscle memory did start to come back, but what they do say is true. If you don't use a skill, you lose it. And I noticed eventually I was starting to lose some of those skills I have learned over the years. That's definitely one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the zoo to sketch, to practice my skills and get back to my roots as an artist. Animals have always been a challenge for me to draw, even though they are a main part of my portfolio. The animals I have drawn for my stickers and art are vastly different than drawing from life and making something realistic. But that's the fun thing about being an artist. You can simplify a subject to the point of still being easily recognizable by your audience, but because of the cartoony style, you could start to lose some of those skills that you've built up over the years. So it's always nice to get back to pencil and paper. Remember that shapes have volume and characters still need more structure than just being cute. Once I got to drawing the cattle, I could feel that I was finally getting over my nervousness. While what I'm sketching is not fully realistic, I wanted to get the overall structure and volume of the animal down and not focus too much on those little details. When you start to get caught up in all of the tiny details of something, you start to lose the bigger picture of what you're trying to accomplish, which for this video was a chill day at the zoo, sketching some animals and relaxing. What do y'all think so far? Let me know in the comments, but please be nice. I will always accept constructive criticism, but I will never accept straight up rudeness. The last stop on our journey today is the elephants. These majestic animals are definitely one of my favorites for their gentle nature and adorable ears. One of the elephants I saw back there was being extra silly today. I don't know if it was a trick it learned from one of the zookeepers, but it grabbed a stick and stuck it on top of its head like an adorable little hat. I just thought it was too cute, and now I almost want to make a sticker of that. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to see that as a sticker. I'm always looking for new inspiration, but I do struggle with what my audience would want. While I love making art and designs for myself, I do want to know what you would like to see as well, so please let me know down below. Once I was done drawing the elephant, I did go back in and add another penguin in the animal collage I ended up creating. I also saw this amazing plant and loved the leaves, so I grabbed a quick picture of that and added it in as accents to the overall collage. I did debate outlining this piece, but decided against it. I've always loved the sketchy lines and artwork and think they are so much more interesting to look at compared to a cleaned up outline. But here is the overall finished piece. Which animal is your favorite? I think mine is still the elephant, and now I want to explore drawing them more. That pretty much wraps up my day at the zoo. Now it's time to head home and warm up. I'll see you back at the house. That wraps up our draw with me at the zoo video. It was very, very cold when I went. I was wrapped up in about 3 layers. And about midday it did get a little warmer, but it was pretty cold, so a lot of the animals weren't out, but I did get to see all the major ones I wanted to see. I saw the elephants, which I was very happy about. I love the penguins, especially that one that was always constantly swimming right where the camera was pointed. That was just adorable. Overall, I had a really great experience at the zoo. So I'll have to definitely keep up with this tradition of going to the zoo and practicing my life drawing skills. It has been a really long time since I've drawn pencil to paper. I am a digital artist. It is what I am best at, but I have noticed my skills decline compared to when I'm drawing on paper. I'm gonna have to keep up with that, so be on the lookout for some more videos like that in the future. Anyway, I am going to sit here, relax with my hot cocoa, and maybe put on a Christmas movie or two. I hope all of you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one.